Well, hello and welcome, everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful Thursday and that you are enjoying this beautiful fall weather that we are having here in Indiana. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. All of the apple cider and the apples and pumpkin spice and just I love everything about fall. And of course, my birthday is in October, so that even makes it better. Hey, anyway, I want to welcome everybody here. And I want to share with you something that I've wanted to do for a year, ever since I saw Luise Heinzl do this. And my suggestion to you, if you are new at getting any line of inks or crayons or paint or whatever, that you start this as you are growing your collection. I waited until I had all of my inks, and it has taken me forever just to get these inked. And so I've done all of them but one. I'm going to show you the process, but I'm not done. Um, I am so glad that.
Madi Azar.
Oh, yeah, okay. I am so glad that I have done this because you really get to see how the inks work and what they look like on certain papers. So right now I've just done cardstock paper with the inking, and we'll add some other papers to this in the next video. So hopefully the videos will not be super long. That's why I went ahead and did all of these, so you wouldn't have to sit for days and days and hours to watch me do this. So that's why I suggest that you start this when you get your first couple of inks or whatever. So yes, I will talk to you in a little bit. And that was Maddie. So anyway, I had this box. Excuse me a moment. Nails coming out. This cheese box, and this is going to work out so good for this, because by the time I put a card in between here, this is pretty much going to fill out. And so yeah, so let's go ahead and I'll show, well, here, let me pull one out. So what I did is I went around and I inked inside and out. And then on the outside of mine, which is different than what Luise did, I went ahead and spritzed water on here, and I let it sit for couple of minutes, and then I blotted it off. So you can get the what it would look like if you added water to it. And then the inside, a lot of the stuff bled through. But then we're going to put little pieces of paper in here. And I am going to add, like Luise did, 4 different papers, white, black, oh my gosh, I'm gonna blank. Watercolor paper, and then like a little piece of paper that had book page, And then there was tea dye or coffee dye paper. And there's one for oxides and one for inks. Well, I'm going to do that, but then on the back, I am actually going to add my not that one, my paint to the back and my distress crayons and my pencils. So I'm going to add all of that on these into the same card. And of course I've got spray stain, and if I have the ink or ink pad, which I don't have a whole lot of regular ink pads, but I probably have about 30-ish, close to 30. But the ink stain, the stains are, what I would probably put on here. So let's go ahead, and I want to show you, I smushed some of my aged mahogany on here a couple of minutes ago, and I need to, whatever this is, take that off. And I have cut file folders from the Sizzix Thinlits 665930. You can screenshot that if you need to. And I used this. I actually have another file folder that's identical size, and I put 2 on a page, and I was able to cut 72 of these because that's how many inks there are. Oxides, pads. That's what I've been working off of at the moment, were the pads. So I'm working on my sprays because I use a lot. I like the sprays for book pages. So I'm almost where I want to be with the well, I'm gonna throw this sponge away. Get me a new sponge out for this. And so we are just going to, I kind of set these off to the side because these are so sticky I can hardly get these off. I'm going to go ahead and spritz this just to keep it a little bit damp. I'm kind of doing this backwards. I usually do my distressing on my pad up there and not do it down here. So when I do this, I try to make this fairly dark and smooth up here at the top, because that's where I put my label. But yeah, I wish I'd have done this when I first saw her video, because I didn't have all of the inks and stuff then. Would have been so much easier, but I did get a whole bunch of these all at one time. So I still would have. I'm just so glad to have this part all done. This is the last one that I have to do. And this can get kind of messy, but because you're putting, you know, little different types of paper on here. Like you could even put photo paper on this and do your inks on it. Which, when you put these kind of inks or inks on photo paper, they become permanent because of the photo paper. So there's that. We'll open this up. Yes, this is great. But like I said, this is a wonderful way to be able to pull out a couple of cards, see what each color can do on whatever papers you might be working on, because it's going to work different on coffee dyed or tea dyed paper than it is on photo paper, or it's going to work different on what's the one I just said and I can't think of it. What the heck? Why can't I think? Because I'm busy. My brain is getting old and it only thinks of one thing anymore these days at a time. But it works differently on all papers, so all different papers. And it's just really neat to be able to open up one of these and think, oh, yeah, that's not really what I want. So look at that. That is so cool. Okay, so now I am going to spray this and get this out of my way. Because I don't want... Can't believe I've actually stayed pretty darn clean doing this. Don't speak too soon. Okay, so when you get the first on there, you don't want to keep blobbing until, you know, it's gone, because you want to dry this in between your layers, because it will layer. If you keep doing it like this, it's just going to blend together. So what I do is I take my dryer and I dry it from underneath, and it'll cause my curl that I have here now to flatten back out, but it really dries it nice. So you'll be able to see that start to uncurl. I have to say, this is probably not my favorite color, but you never know. There's going to be times that you're probably going to need it. All right, so I am going to run that on there. And then we have this blob, and I'm just going to dry from underneath, and it stops it from spraying out, and it pretty much just dries it where it's at. So see, that's all dry. Okay, so then I'm just going to splotch and dry. Sorry, I was going to move it. It just dries it so fast. Okay, so that's probably good enough. Drying, it takes up most of the time than anything else. I just want to make sure I get it pretty dry here. Okay, and let's wipe the rest of this up. Get all of that oxidation off of there. Okay, so now I'm just going to spritz. Like I said, I'm doing this a little bit different than how Luise did it. She spritzed hers a different way on the inside, and mine is on the outside. So, and you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can change it up. It's just the idea of being able to grab a card and look and see what that particular color does on a certain paper. So I'm just was waiting on this to see how it's pulling up the ink, and I just lay that on there and pick it up. And then now you can see all where it took the ink off. So we'll dry this real quick. And this part of it is pretty much finished. So I don't know how many of you actually follow Luise Heinzl and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, but they are starting their videos on December, and Barbara put out these little short videos of this mug that has December on it. And I thought, oh my gosh, I want one, because I've been watching them ever since they started that, like, what is it, 4 years ago? I love watching that. And I've actually made many of the things that they have made. It's just fun to see, you know, what they do with their prompts and their scraps that they get from each other. Okay, so I copied 2 of the Ranger, where's it at? I don't know if I copied it on here. I know I didn't. Anyway, Ranger, now they've changed it, because I was in there looking and looking and looking for stuff, and I have an extra paper. Looking for it. When you go into Ranger on, is it their website? And you type in inks, ink pads, or oxide sprays, or blah, blah, blah. If you scroll over an oxide spray or an oxide ink pad, it will come up with a little list of things that you can print. So these are I've already got this page, but I can't remember why I copied another one. So these are, I pretty much have all of this other stuff, but it's kind of nice to have those if you need them. So anyway, everybody's printer prints different colors, and even when you print the color labels, they are not going to come up with the same color. Like this color on here from my printer copier, which is a laser. It's fairly close, but it's not, I mean, it's in here somewhere because it goes real well. And it's still not the same color. I have my light off. It's just lighter. So, this one I don't care because it kind of makes it stand out a little bit so I can actually see it. The one that actually goes on here, I actually turn it over and then I'll run it across the ink pad and I'll get that color and then I'll put it on here. That gives me the truer color. But the main thing is to grab your cards and see if that is the color that you actually want to use. And I have to do this because it bugs me. Because when I close this, I can see the white along this edge because it comes up there. You're probably not going to see it. I'm probably not going to see it anyway when I put on my papers. I don't know. So, but it's covered up for now. But anyway, so we are going to lay that down. And this I'll do in a little bit. Okay, so I am going to lay this over here. And I am going to go, I was going to do a bumblebee, but I'm going to stick this in my box for now. And since I have lost shadow up here, this is it. See, look how awesome that is. That's just so cool. So, I am going to do what Luise did. And I don't know. I may want the smaller one on mine. I think, yeah. Let's use the smaller one. So, this I think I can put away for now. I don't need it right now. Hallelujah. All right, so I am Luise actually put a round circle behind hers, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. Let me see. I do need this. Okay, here. Here, let's just take you off for a moment because you're in my way. And we are going to put this in here. Alrighty. I don't think I have anything to make a circle. I don't have a punch that big. So, you know, you use what you got. I'm trying to see if I got this fairly straight. Because if I put it in there like that, then all of them will be that same color. And I could use my big ink pad, but I think I'm just going to use this one instead. Okay, so if you have a really big circle, you know what, you've just got to go. If you have a really big circle, punch. You can punch it out. You can use this ink color for that circle, and then what she did actually was this. Probably don't really need to do that. And oh, that came out really good. That really gives you an idea of how that comes out with the ink color. Let's do it one more time. And I don't mind doing this. Now she put the butterfly down first, and then she put the circle, and then she stamped it again. Oh God, something must have moved. That's horrible. Oh yeah, something moved. Okay, so, well, didn't want that to happen. Crud. And that's why you put a tail on there. Okay, so anyway, you can put your butterfly on there. It's not that bad. I'm not worrying about it. And if I want to put a circle on it, that'll cover it up. But I just don't have a circle that big. I think this is the biggest one I've got. I'm just sure it is. Come over here. Okay. Yeah, I need a 2-inch, but yeah, let's just see. Guess that's not too bad, but I've already moved this, so I can't stamp it again. Crazy chair. I don't know why these wheels stick on my floor. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, you would stick that on there, and you would stick, you would stamp it again. So maybe it's a good thing that I did it first. Anyway, so that one is done for now. And we'll just go ahead and do one let's do this one. Okay. Love that color. Love that color. It's just so pretty. Now don't move it this time, will you? Jeez. Okay. I found out doing this, there's some colors that I so love. So pretty. All right, so there's that. And then I have to take that ink and cover it with this. I'm going to go ahead and do it just to show you. Show you how she did it. I don't know if she did it like this, but hey, I am. Because it'll get a really dark color doing it like this. And it'll be a solid color. See, look at that. Pretty cool. I see a spot I need to get. Okay. Alrighty. So we'll cover that back up. See, like, here's broken china. This is a light color, like a blue. But look at this. They're not even, you can't see that. This is more green than the top of this is. Yeah, you really can't see that. But this color here is more like this than this is. So your printers do the same thing. They don't copy things exactly right. All right, so what you do is you figure out where you want to glue this. And I've been using Barely Art Glue through this whole project. And I really like it because it doesn't, I mean, it'll clog if I don't cover it up, but for a long period of time. But let's do this. Okay. Put this back in here. Alrighty. Let's ink this back up. And it's only going to ink on top of that. It will not re-ink the butterfly or the wings. It shouldn't. Ta-da! Pretty cool, huh? So, that looks pretty cool. Maybe I will do that. I like that. And I like it with the splotches. I think it turned out really good. I like that. It's got all the different colors. So, okay, so on your inks, for those of you that don't know much about the stress oxides, they are an ink that has oxidation in them. And when you splash water onto them, then it picks up some of the ink, but then it will turn colors. Like there's like a purple right there, and when it will, if you dry it in between each swipe when you're picking up the ink, you'll get darker colors, the lighter color, and different layers of the color. And then at the end, if you get it dry, you have to dry it before you splatter the water on it for it to pick up and get these little lighter spots in here. So you can't do it when it's still wet. But, so yeah, that's the beginning of our, yeah. Let's see, let's pick up a pink. We'll do this one. Pink raspberry. Picked, not pink. Wake up here. Okay, so picked raspberry is right here. Okay. So I need another. One of these. I'll just show you a couple of these, and then I'll put out another video as I'm moving along with this. Well, let's just do this. I've got my glove on here. That's what I have the glove on for. And what's super cool about these gloves, oh, look at that, it's so cool, is I can spray this with water, and it comes right off of these gloves. It does not stay on these gloves. Look at that. So, all right, so let's put that there, put that back over there because I don't need it. Let's stamp the butterfly. Okay, I think I need to move this up because I think it needs to be up here. All right, let's see before. Oh, yes, it has to go way up. Let's just keep it up here. Nope, too far. Let's put it around. Okay. Oh, yes. Much better. So it's going to about 8. I'm going to draw me a line. Yep. Drawing a line. How's that? That's a good idea. That'll tell me where he's supposed to be. Okay. See, now that one didn't stamp. I probably waited too long. So we're not going to touch anything. This is why these stamping platforms are the best. I like this one because it does clear stamp and rubber, and it's got these grids on here, and I've had it ever since it came out. So there we go. So that did really well. So then we'll take this I'm wondering, that's a little splotchy. I think I want to do that one more time because there's some. That's better. I like that. All right. So. Ah, no, don't tell me you did that. I think I'll dry this real quick. Okay. Where's the other one? Did I blow it off? I don't know. Got my coffee over here. My pumpkin coffee. And it's already cold. Okay. This should be dried. And we'll glue this. And I think I need to switch to some apple cider. All right, let's. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is dry. Alrighty. Let's do this. I'm getting all around like it's going to stamp everywhere, and I know it's not. Okay, so that didn't stamp as well in the middle. So I'm stamping it again. And I will probably wash my stamp when I get done here. Because if you get a crud load of ink on them, they aren't going to always stamp correctly. And that is how you do it. That's why you like the stamping platform. See, looky. I like it. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so nice, you guys. I like that. Man, that is like perfect. Okay, way to go. So the plain circle in the middle just kind of gives you the same idea as it does over here, where it's just one solid color. Gives you an idea of, you know, how it stamps, how you can stamp on top of it, and yeah, pretty cool, huh? Sorry, my camera's going wacko. But yeah, so the next video we're going to experiment with different papers. So that will involve me cutting little sheets to put to glue on the inside. And then we will be using these two sprays, the oxide and the stain or ink. And then another video will be these things here and the paints. So just to give you an idea of what each one of these do on different papers. Okay? So hope everybody has a blessed and wonderful day, and we will see you in the next video. Love and hugs to you all. Bye-bye.